Hey, alright everybody, look, I've got another box. Right, okay, so what's inside this box today? Well, on the front by here, it says Pixar and pixarbike.com, and it's the Pixar Plus 7. So let's have a look at the other boxes inside this box and then get the bike by here. So we've got the front mudguard there, we've got the charger in that box there, and inside here we've got pedals, we've got a toolkit, we have got a half twist throttle. You can put that on, it's entirely up to you if you want to leave it off or put it on. We've got some cable ties and we got the manual. Then in this other big separate box that wasn't inside the box, they've sent me a smaller, I don't know if you can see it there, they've sent me a small front basket and then a big massive big back basket. Okay, so here it is all put together. You can see it's quite a long bike. Now, I've put the front rack on. It was quite easy to put together. Front wheel, mudguard. I've put the front rack on. That's optional as well. Put the handlebars in there. Put the pedals on. And that was it basically. Now, here's the rear rack here. And there's multiple ways it can go. It can either go there like that way, like that. And I think if you do it that way, I think you can have two. So you can have one there and one there. Lots of storage space. It can also go that way like that. And it can also go that way like that. So you've got a lot of choices. Now, when you do put it that way, if you've got a second battery, I don't know if you can see here, this bike takes one battery in there and then a second battery, optional, goes down in there. When that's not in the way, it looks like it's easy to take out. When that's in the way there, I'm not quite sure how easy it is to take in and out. If it's that way like that, it might be a bit of a struggle as well. Okay, let's have a little bit of a closer look at the back. I've put it that way because I don't want to make the bike longer, so I've put it that way. If I had two baskets, I'd put it the other way. But anyway, down by here, you've got like perspex like that, because I think you can take that away and have panniers coming down the side by there so it doesn't get tangled up. It's got some things down by here, not quite sure what they're for, and same on the other side. The chain is longer because the bike is longer, so it's got that little bit in the middle there like that. Like I said, the battery is under there, and then you can put a second battery in that part there. So this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimeters or 1.78 meters. As you can see, lovely upright position. You can take the handlebars up and down. The seat is a little bit low for me. I will be raising it slightly, but you can see that it is a nice upright, comfortable riding position. So looking here at the tyres and the brakes here, 180mm discs. It does say on there, you might not be able to see it, but it does say 180 on there. You've got cable operated brakes there. Then the tyre, it says max inflated to 35 psi, and the tyre is actually a 20 times 3 inch. So looking up by here, you can put the optional throttle on. You've got the 7-speed Shimano. You've got your display there, nice colourful display. Over by here is your controls, your plus, your minus, walk function, light information button. Then by here you've got your front light. You've got your horn underneath. Very, very loud. Then you've got your indicators there, left and right. I'll show you them in a second when I get to the back of the bike. Right, there we go. That's the right indicator. That's the left indicator. There's the rear tail light, and there's the rear brake light. And there we go at the front. There's the front headlight. Okay, here we go. The magnet of truth. So the frame is made of aluminium. The steering stem is all aluminium. This front top bit of the fork is aluminium. The mudguards are a very hard plastic. This thing here is steel, the actual basket there. If we come to the back here, this arm on there, that is aluminium. Pedals, aluminium. Seat post, aluminium. And the rear basket, that's steel. Oh, and the wheels are metal spokes with aluminium rim. Okay, then there you go. That was a look around the bike. I just noticed that there's 2 keys by there for the battery. The battery drops out down below. We'll have a look at that a little bit later on. But let's get this bike out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are, out on the open road. Now, I'm going to go a little bit of a different way today. I have been this way before. And further on along this road here, it does go to the mountain. And there's a big, massive, huge hill. So we'll try it out. I got to get across the road first. No cars coming. Go across this little bit by here. It is a cycle path. Across here, look. It does say cycle path up there, look. So it's a sort of shade pavement and cycle path. And we'll go up this way. And when I get to the top, it does go towards the mountain. So can't quite see what's coming that way there because the bushes are overgrown. Right. Now we're going to go up this way, like I just said. But they are making the path wider along here. I think it's blocked off because they're making a wider path for cyclists, which is very nice. But hopefully I can turn right by here and go along a lane and sort of sneak around, if you know what I mean. Now the bike itself is quite comfortable. It is a little bit bumpy at the back end because the bike is long, so it probably bumps a little bit more. I think I'm going to go up this way here. Now, went a bit close to the camera, didn't I? When you do go through things like this in front of me by here, you've got to watch this thing here, because when you turn the wheel, that doesn't turn with it, if you know what I mean. So, see what I mean? You've got to lift the back end around as well, because the bike is long. Yeah, so like I was saying, the wheelbase is quite long, so I think you do feel the bumps. You know, it's a little bit more like that, if you know what I mean, because there's no suspension at the back. It's not terrible. The seat's pretty good. We'll have a look at the seat a little bit later on. Right, now, I did say earlier, this bike can either come with one battery, 10 amp hours, so only 10 amp hours. It's 48 volts, but it's 10 amp hours. Or you can buy a second battery, which I think is another 48 volt battery, which is 10 amp hours, which will give you 20 amp hours. So the price for the single and the dual, I'll put it on the screen somewhere now. I don't think there's much difference. So if you was using this as a cargo bike, which it is a cargo bike, I would opt for the dual motor battery, not dual motor, the dual battery version, because it's only a little bit more expensive and it gives you a lot more range. It does make the bike heavier, but if you're carrying cargo, you need the double battery. So talking about the battery, one goes down by the seat and the other one goes under the frame. So let's have a look what it's like taking the one under the frame off. Right, okay, this battery's not the easiest to take out. I'm not a fan of the underside batteries. I prefer the ones on top. But anyway, we'll give it a try. So I assume you turn the key like that. It's dropped down. It won't come out at the moment. There is some sort of button by here. And there we go. It pops out like that. Now, I don't know if you can see the button there. There's like a little thing there, look. You press that in and then the battery drops out. And then, has it got any specs on the battery? There we go. I don't know if you can see that there. 48 volts, 10 amp hours, 480 watt hours. Right, there you go. That's how you take the battery off from under the frame. I can't show you the one by the seat because I haven't got one to put by the seat. So anyway, I'm going to go this way by here. Like up here like this. I don't know if this car's going to stop for me or not. Probably not. No. And I've done, what have I done? I've almost done 3 miles now, so we still got it's still saying full battery, so we'll see how we go when we go up the hill. So it is a cadence sensor, so if I just turn my legs around, it gives you the full power. Now we'll go see what it goes up to. I'll just pedal my legs around, so I'm ghost pedaling, and it's gone to about 15.8 miles per hour, and then it cuts off. But you've only got to turn your legs round, and it gives you the full boost, or the full power. So we'll see what that's like on this hill, which is a very, very big hill. Very big hill, very heavy bike. So I don't know what it's going to be like, but we'll find out now. Right, I'm in gear 4 at the moment. Just around this corner is the big hill, and it is a steep big hill. I haven't put the twist throttle on. I've still got the normal grip on. I haven't put the half twist throttle on because of legal reasons, but I might regret that decision in a minute when I go up here. So here's the big hill. Let's see how much power we got. So I'm in gear 4, and at the moment that's quite easy. I gotta say, that is quite easy. That's in gear 4. Now, because we've got a 10 amp hour battery, are we going to see a big drop going up this hill? Because this hill does go on for quite a bit. I'm ghost pedaling again now because the hill is sort of tapered off a bit. Almost going just over 16 miles an hour then we were going. Oh, hey! It gave me a bit of extra boost then, it did. So this part is quite steep by here. I'm still in gear 4. It's alright, it's doing alright. It's a 48 volt battery, so it should do alright up these hills. Even though the bike is quite heavy, I think I could go into gear 3, and I'll try and stay in gear 4 as long as possible. But I still got quite a way to go yet. I think I'm about a third of the way up. Maybe less, I don't know. We have got a battery dropping down, so one battery bar has gone down. It might pop back up when we get on top of the hill, but at the moment it's all right. And like I said, and like I always say, on camera this doesn't look like much of a hill, but it is a hill because we're going up a mountain. We're going up a mountain. So there we go, we go past that 3 little tunnels, but there were the Caerphilly Woods. I'm still in gear 4. I think this is the steepest part by here. So if we get up this bit, then I'll just leave it in gear 4. And I think it's going to do it quite easily. I am putting a little bit of me power in, only a smidge, just a smidge of me power, and now the bike is doing most of the work. And I think I've conquered this hill with this bike, which is very good. If I had some cargo on, it might be a little bit worse, but you could go down the gears, so I think it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Plenty of power in this bike. Like I said, cadence sensor, so it's giving me all the power. The only problem with the cadence sensor, like I've said before, if I stop on a hill, when you go to pedal off, you've got to turn the crank a certain amount of times. So we'll stop up by here at the top of this hill, almost there. And we got battery sag down to 3 bars. Ooh. So hopefully that goes back up, because otherwise I'll be pushing the bike home. Or trying to ride it, I should say, without any assistance. But we haven't got many hills now, so we're mostly sort of going along the flat. Right, we're going downhill now, so I can do a sort of gravity test, I suppose. It is a bit windy, so I got to pull the brakes now and again, so I can't just go full pelt down there. But it's very cold. It's just gone 2 o'clock and the sun, there's no sun by here at all. So what are we doing? 24, 24 and a half, 25. There is a corner coming. The hill does get a bit steeper on the corner, so we might pick up a bit more speed now when we get around the corner. This bit by here is a lot steeper, so let's see if we can go a bit faster. Whoa! 23, 24. 25. I got to slow down because there's a corner. I can't go I can't go 26, 27 miles an hour around that corner. Now, what's a little bit worrying is that 3-bar battery has stayed at 3 bars. So I think what I'll do is I'll find somewhere to pull over. We'll turn I won't pull over, I'll just do it when I'm driving. I'll turn the bike off. So I'll turn the bike off, give it a chance to readjust itself, and then I'll turn it back on, and we'll see if we're still at 3 bars. Let's have a look what's going to be on, and it's gone back up to 5 bars. So that was voltage sag coming up the hill, but it hasn't readjusted itself to where the battery actually is. It might have over time, but the amount of time I was doing it seemed like a long time for it not to do it. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'll pull over by here, and we'll just see how long it takes how many turns of the crank before we get some sort of cadence sensor movement. So let's wait for this car to go past. Right, here we go then. That's... Oh, do you know what? It would help, right, if I actually put the pedal assist level to level 5 and not have it on 0. Right, here we go again, ready? Oh, I'd say there was just over half a crank before it started giving me assistance then. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I got a nice view from you. Oh, it's lovely eyes over there. It's all sunny over there. There's no sun by here because I'm right by the side of a mountain. This time of year, the sun goes down really early. Whoa, bumpy road. Bumpy road, take me home to the place I belong. I should have come out earlier. The sun has gone down. So, well, I said the sun hasn't gone down. It's just there's a mountain by the side of me. It's still sunny over that way. Over there, there's loads of sun. I want to be on that side of the mountain. Oh. Now, I don't know if you can see, but that's where there's an extra plug there for if you want to put the half twist throttle on. There is a thing there to take the provision for it. So I think we'll drive down this way where it says Waterloo. And I haven't done a brake test yet because I'm trying to get them to bed in because they are mechanical brakes, and I'm trying to give them half a chance, so I'm trying to bed them in a little bit. Let's wait for that car to go. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Right, I just stopped by here, and if you look over that way, over the mountain over there, look, the sun is still hitting that side of the mountain, but all this side of the mountain the sun has gone completely. Anyway, the seat is quite a nice seat. It does feel okay. It's like a firm soft. So it is soft all the way along, but it's firm. That's how wide it is. There's my hand there. So it's fairly wide, it's fairly soft, and it's fairly comfortable. Anyway, let's go back up that way. Right, we're going back up a hill in second gear. Let's see if I can get the cadence sensor to kick in fast enough for me to get up here, or am I going to struggle? Here we go. Oh, there we are. That's not too bad at all. So it is just over half a turn, and you're away up the hill. Quite a big hill to go down by here as well. As long as no cars come the other way. 26, 27, 28 off. Oh, it's a car. I thought it was a car coming in. I heard a noise. I thought a car was coming. It does feel quite secure and planted at speed, so I think we'll call that test done. Now, I need to do a brake test somewhere as well, so I'll try and think about doing a brake test somewhere where it's a little less busy, I suppose. Somewhere flat as well. Where can I do a brake test? But there, I'll do it one there. Like, I'll turn around and I'll do one by there. So I'll go up this way, turn around, I'll do a brake test down by there. The turning circle on this bike is not the best because it is a long bike. So you can't do a quick turnaround. You've got to have a little bit more room on the road. So let's try and stay at 15.5 miles per hour. We'll go across by here on the tarmac like that. And then let's go a bit far. Oh, look, we slowed down too much. Right. I'll have to do that test again because we slowed down. So back up again. Here we go. I slowed down a little bit too much. I'm trying to stay at the 15.5 miles per hour. Right. Nice wide turning circle. There's a car coming up now, look, so my car's spoiling my thing by here. It's coming this way. Right, here we go then. Let's get the 15.5 miles per hour. Ready, steady, go! Ooh, no, that did stop quite well, but I had to, I don't know if you can see, I had to pull the brake levers quite hard, but it did stop well. It's wet behind me, so you can't see. I don't think you can see. Oh, no, you can't really see. In the wet weather, you can't see where you've stopped and how far you stopped. But just trust me, I've done plenty of brake tests. That felt okay. 180mm discs, they do help. Although you've got to pull the brake levers quite hard because they're mechanical. I think I might go for a little ride down by here because there is a little sort of a pathway up by here. I think I'll just go and have a look. Now the mud guards that are on this bike are doing their job because I haven't got nothing's splashed up on me or anything like that. So the mud guards are working as they should. Anyway, let's go down by here and we'll turn right and we'll just see what this bike is like, because there's a thing by there and I've got other bikes over there, but I wonder if it's going to be difficult to get the bike over there. Anyway, we'll try. Now I did manage to get it over there, but you've got to lift the whole bike up because the bike's so long, it's hard to get. It's like a horse thing, if you know what I mean. So I'll just go for a ride up here for a laugh, just for a laugh. Now, as usual, all the links will be down in the description below, so go and check it out. Anyway, I'm going to go up a little bit further and just see what the tyres are like. They're 3-inch wide tyres. They feel okay. Well, I am getting a little bit of slippage here and there, but this is not meant for off-road, this bike. I'm just taking it up here just for a laugh. But anyway, I'm going to carry on up here. Right, okay, I've made my way back to the big hill round the corner by here that I came up. So let's go down that big hill as fast as I dare. And it probably won't be that fast because the biggest reason is it's so cold. And the faster I go down this hill, the colder it's going to be. But anyway, let's get down and let's stop moaning and just get down the hill fast. And it's wet on the road as well. And it's windy in my ears. 18, 19, 20, 23. Gets a bit more hilly by here in a second. There we go. Bit more of a hill by here now. 24. Come on, 25, 25. Get steep by here now. 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm going to pull the brakes. So it feels absolutely fine at speed. Nothing wrong with it at all. This road is very bumpy by here. Oh my God. But it looks like the sun will be setting completely soon. So I think I'm going to make my way back. Oh, and before I make my way back, just one last thing. The battery is on 3 bars at the moment, and I'm coming up to 11 miles. So it shouldn't do 2 bar on 1 battery, but I would recommend, if you was buying this bike, I would recommend buying the dual battery version. So anyway, I've come almost to the bottom of the hill now, and the bike's done really well. But anyway, I am going to make my way back this time. So there we go. Hey! Right, okay, there we go then. That's the end of the review. All the links will be down in the description below. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, hype, comment, do all them beautiful things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!